2024 U.S. Senators Picture Quiz. Who is this senator from Alabama? Joseph Carter, Tommy Tuberville, George Matthews, or Easton Collins?
Tommy Tuberville.
Who is this senator from Alabama? Katie Britt, Tabitha Grant, Dallas Perry, or Sylvia Butler?
Katie Britt.
Who is this senator from Alaska? Barbara Morrison, Lisa Murkowski, Caitlin Fisher, or Arthur Grant?
Lisa Murkowski.
Who is this senator from Alaska? Jordan Fox, Earl Goodman, Dan Sullivan, or Ian Harris?
Dan Sullivan.
Who is this senator from Arizona? Fiona Myers, Vivian Campbell, Kirsten Sinema, or Elliot Parker?
Kirsten Sinema.
Who is this senator from Arizona? Philip Garrett, James Carter, Mark Kelly, or Blake Davidson?
Mark Kelly.
Who is this senator from Arkansas? Charles Tucker, John Boozman, Ivan Hughes, or Andre Simmons?
John Boozman.
Who is this senator from Arkansas? Tom Cotton, Gus Johnson, William Gilbert, or Simon Clark?
Tom Cotton.
Who is this senator from California? Caleb Foster, Alex Padilla, Levi Griffith, or Calvin Bishop?
Alex Padilla.
Who is this senator from California? Tina Holmes, LaFonza Butler, Harriet Bates, or Susan Parker?
LaFonza Butler.
Who is this senator from Colorado? Edison Grant, Archer Douglas, Michael Bennet, or Gavin Collins?
Michael Bennet.
Who is this senator from Colorado? John Hickenlooper, Barry Coleman, Hank Perry, or Warren Mitchell?
John Hickenlooper.
Who is this senator from Connecticut? Tyler Simmons, Jeffrey Foster, Richard Blumenthal, or Paul Elliott?
Richard Blumenthal.
Who is this senator from Connecticut? Dallas Perry, Gabriel Lewis, Holden Reed, or Chris Murphy?
Chris Murphy.
Who is this senator from Delaware? Ronald Blake, Carl Weaver, Nicholas Parker, or Tom Carper?
Tom Carper.
Who is this senator from Delaware? Clark Spencer, Darius Russell, Chris Coons, or Dylan Turner?
Chris Coons.
Who is this senator from Florida? Marco Rubio, Byron Sanders, Ian Gibbs, or Lawrence Miles?
Marco Rubio.
Who is this senator from Florida? Rick Scott, Dalton Hughes, Peter Hughes, or Dennis Hayes?
Rick Scott.
Who is this senator from Georgia? Albert Jenkins, John Ossoff, Justin Garrett, or Guy Lawson?
John Ossoff.
Who is this senator from Georgia? James Bradley, Clayton Richardson, Carter Matthews, or Raphael Warnock?
Raphael Warnock.
Who is this senator from Hawaii? Samuel Thornton, Brian Schatz, Jefferson Perry, or Clifford Knight?
Brian Schatz.
Who is this senator from Hawaii? Helen Bryant, Mazie Hirono, Marissa Lawson, or Irene Mitchell?
Mazie Hirono.
Who is this senator from Idaho? Mike Crapo, Grant Hughes, Kieran Collins, or Caleb Webb?
Mike Crapo.
Who is this senator from Idaho? Jim Risch, Joshua Perry, Corey Black, or Gerald Duncan?
Jim Risch.
Who is this senator from Illinois? Douglas Hamilton, Donald Manning, Dick Durbin, or Desmond Blake?
Dick Durbin.
Who is this senator from Illinois? Shannon Reed, Paula Henderson, Tammy Duckworth, or Haley Phillips?
Tammy Duckworth.
Who is this senator from Indiana? Barrett Higgins, Frank Hudson, Walter Perry, or Todd Young?
Todd Young.
Who is this senator from Indiana? Wade Hamilton, Mike Braun, Kyle Grant, or Emory Harris?
Mike Braun.
Who is this senator from Iowa? Miguel Griffin, Chuck Grassley, Jonathan Myers, or Dane Carter?
Chuck Grassley.
Who is this senator from Iowa? Bonnie Shaw, Margaret Perry, Joni Ernst, or Shannon Reed?
Joni Ernst.
Who is this senator from Kansas? Melvin Ross, Russell Hayes, Reginald Parker, or Jerry Moran?
Jerry Moran.
Who is this senator from Kansas? Roger Marshall, Alden Murphy, Harvey Collins, or Troy Higgins?
Roger Marshall.
Who is this senator from Kentucky? Mitch McConnell, Flynn Sanders, Marshall Collins, or Isaac Powell?
Mitch McConnell.
Who is this senator from Kentucky? Rand Paul, Raymond Barry, Hayes Johnson, or Dean Fleming?
Rand Paul.
Who is this senator from Louisiana? Huxley Grant, Clarence Walters, Bill Cassidy, or David Jennings?
Bill Cassidy.
Who is this senator from Louisiana? Conrad Walsh, John Kennedy, Arthur Grant, or Cory Mitchell?
John Kennedy.
Who is this senator from Maine? Sheila Kelly, Geraldine Gray, Susan Collins, or Candace Ford?
Susan Collins.
Who is this senator from Maine? Douglas Hamilton, Angus King, Timothy Wells, or Darren Peterson?
Angus King.
Who is this senator from Maryland? Derek Wells, Ben Cardin, Henry Rogers, or Dylan Kelly?
Ben Cardin.
Who is this senator from Maryland? Fred Johnston, Justin Hughes, Chris Van Hollen, or Isaiah Perry?
Chris Van Hollen.
Who is this senator from Massachusetts? Rachel Harris, Beatrice Hunter, Nicole Collins, or Elizabeth Warren?
Elizabeth Warren.
Who is this senator from Massachusetts? Ed Markey, Drake Simmons, Felix Howard, or Finley Collins?
Ed Markey.
Who is this senator from Michigan? Alice Reynolds, Sabrina Lewis, Debbie Stabenow, or Taylor Bennett?
Debbie Stabenow.
Who is this senator from Michigan? Richard Hunter, Addison Blake, Louis Lambert, or Gary Peters?
Gary Peters.
Who is this senator from Minnesota? Catherine Harris, Judith Kelly, Haley Phillips, or Amy Klobuchar?
Amy Klobuchar.
Who is this senator from Minnesota? Jade Robinson, Marion Caldwell, Sandra Nichols, or Tina Smith?
Tina Smith.
Who is this senator from Mississippi? Roger Lawson, Roger Wicker, Gavin Bradley, or Hayden Reed?
Roger Wicker.
Who is this senator from Mississippi? Cindy Hyde-Smith, Lucy Kelly, Barbara Collins, or Janet Carter?
Cindy Hyde-Smith.
Who is this senator from Missouri? Christian Kennedy, Josh Hawley, Zane Reynolds, or Gary Edwards?
Josh Hawley.
Who is this senator from Missouri? Foster Carter, Travis Bryant, Eric Schmidt, or Martin Sanders?
Eric Schmidt.
Who is this senator from Montana? Keith Hamilton, Bradley Miles, John Tester, or Curtis Walker?
John Tester.
Who is this senator from Montana? Steve Daines, Jonas Collins, Garrett Howard, or Brody Clark?
Steve Daines.
Who is this senator from Nebraska? Gloria Barrett, Hannah Simmons, Deb Fisher, or Donna George?
Deb Fisher.
Who is this senator from Nebraska? Dominic Grant, Mason Griffith, Pete Ricketts, or Tucker Lewis?
Pete Ricketts.
Who is this senator from Nevada? Karen Davidson, Lorraine Bell, Catherine Cortez Masto, or Rachel Harris?
Catherine Cortez Masto.
Who is this senator from Nevada? Eva Harris, Brenda Simmons, Jackie Rosen, or Lydia Ross?
Jackie Rosen.
Who is this senator from New Hampshire? Kelly Dawson, Alexandria Ross, Jean Shaheen, or Dorothy Crawford?
Jean Shaheen.
Who is this senator from New Hampshire? Jocelyn Hughes, Leah Douglas, Florence Abbott, or Maggie Hassan?
Maggie Hassan.
Who is this senator from New Jersey? Stuart Bell, Camden Lewis, John Foster, or Bob Menendez?
Bob Menendez.
Who is this senator from New Jersey? Michael Caldwell, Seth Harper, Jeremy Moore, or Cory Booker?
Cory Booker.
Who is this senator from New Mexico? Kevin Carter, Martin Heinrich, Ethan Hughes, or Benson Harper?
Martin Heinrich.
Who is this senator from New Mexico? Ben Ray LaHan, Adrian Pierce, Leroy Lawson, or Edward Vaughn? Ben Ray LaHan. Who is this senator from New York? Chuck Schumer, Griffin Collins, Everett Johnson, or Connor Lawson?
Chuck Schumer.
Who is this senator from New York? Kirsten Gillibrand, Sarah Foster, Willow Bennett, or Louise Morgan?
Kirsten Gillibrand.
Who is this senator from North Carolina? Tom Tillis, Chandler Ross, Aidan Campbell, or Jack Collins?
Tom Tillis.
Who is this senator from North Carolina? Jerome Dixon, Noah Hunter, Ted Budd, or Benjamin Pierce?
Ted Budd.
Who is this senator from North Dakota? Alfred Thompson, Todd Johnson, Knox Carter, or John Hoeven?
John Hoeven.
Who is this senator from North Dakota? Kevin Cramer, Oliver Simmons, Kenneth Bell, or Dustin Hayes?
Kevin Cramer.
Who is this senator from Ohio? Malcolm Franklin, Cade Tucker, Sherrod Brown, or Adam Green?
Sherrod Brown.
Who is this senator from Ohio? J.D. Vance, Elliot Parker, Asher Blake, or Dorian Perry? J.D. Vance? Who is this senator from Oklahoma? Scott Willis, James Langford, Jasper Harris, or Franklin Arnold?
James Langford.
Who is this senator from Oklahoma? Graham Foster, Harold Webster, Decker Wallace, or Marquayne Mullen?
Marquayne Mullen.
Who is this senator from Oregon? Ron Wyden, Marvin Ward, Hugh Walters, or Cedric Fuller?
Ron Wyden.
Who is this senator from Oregon? Keon Foster, Jeff Merkley, Owen Mitchell, or Anthony Russell?
Jeff Merkley.
Who is this senator from Pennsylvania? Andrew Clark, Kent Brooks, Bob Casey Jr., or Jason Morris? Bob Casey Jr.? Who is this senator from Pennsylvania? John Fetterman, Stephen Green, Lewis Cunningham, or Lance Hughes?
John Fetterman.
Who is this senator from Rhode Island? Jasper Douglas, Dwight Freeman, Drew Bennett, or Jack Reed?
Jack Reed.
Who is this senator from Rhode Island? Cameron Ross, Julian Lee, Sheldon Whitehouse, or Carl Hayes?
Sheldon Whitehouse.
Who is this senator from South Carolina? Jason Foster, Lindsey Graham, Winston Hughes, or Dexter Reed?
Lindsey Graham.
Who is this senator from South Carolina? Hudson Carter, Tim Scott, Alan McCarthy, or Colby Dixon?
Tim Scott.
Who is this senator from South Dakota? John Thune, Mitchell Price, Clay Johnson, or Jeffrey Quinn?
John Thune.
Who is this senator from South Dakota? Heath Harris, Mike Rounds, Leonard Fisher, or Joel Parker?
Mike Rounds.
Who is this senator from Tennessee? Marsha Blackburn, Francis Little, Michelle Douglas, or Mary Holmes?
Marsha Blackburn.
Who is this senator from Tennessee? Emerson Reed, Kyle Blake, Leo Freeman, or Bill Hagerty?
Bill Hagerty.
Who is this senator from Texas? Francis Parker, Johnny Hunter, John Cornyn, or Gregory Warren?
John Cornyn.
Who is this senator from Texas? Ted Cruz, Chase Ward, Vincent Coleman, or Eric Foster?
Ted Cruz.
Who is this senator from Utah? Mike Lee, Bo Jenkins, Graham Tucker, or Elias Carter?
Mike Lee.
Who is this senator from Utah? Grayson Harris, Mitt Romney, Gordon Morton, or Colin Bailey?
Mitt Romney.
Who is this senator from Vermont? Devin Hayes, Bernie Sanders, Bruce Hamilton, or Joel Howard?
Bernie Sanders.
Who is this senator from Vermont? Theodore Jennings, Peter Welch, Bernard Ellis, or Jed Collins?
Peter Welch.
Who is this senator from Virginia? Xavier Murphy, Neil Hughes, Gilbert Grant, or Mark Warner?
Mark Warner.
Who is this senator from Virginia? Zachary Parker, Tim Kaine, Wayne Foster, or Patrick Davidson?
Tim Kaine.
Who is this senator from Washington? Renee Collins, Nancy Campbell, Patty Murray, or Bridget Hughes?
Patty Murray.
Who is this senator from Washington? Maria Cantwell, Amanda King, Cindy Dawson, or Sarah Miller?
Maria Cantwell.
Who is this senator from West Virginia? Jace Foster, Axel Cunningham, Joe Manchin, or Duke Hayes?
Joe Manchin.
Who is this senator from West Virginia? Lindsay Webb, Shelley Moore Capito, Carla Cooper, or Roberta Gray? Shelley Moore Capito. Who is this senator from Wisconsin? Wesley Crawford, Trevor Newman, Keith Collins, or Ron Johnson?
Ron Johnson.
Who is this senator from Wisconsin? Tammy Baldwin, Tracy Edwards, Barbara Morrison, or Abigail Foster?
Tammy Baldwin.
Who is this senator from Wyoming? Jadine Grant, Ralph Griffin, John Barrasso, or Fletcher Hayes?
John Barrasso.
Who is this senator from Wyoming? Shannon Reed, Cynthia Loomis, Valerie Sanders, or Caitlin Fisher?
Cynthia Loomis.
Thanks for playing. Don't forget to like and subscribe.